Band Radio WMDX 92.7 FM.
What?
At 1580 AM.
You can't start the show laughing without me.
We're at the
Clearly you're laughing at me.
We're at the Short Stack Eatery this morning, and it's the John and Gordy Show along with Catherine Lake.
Barely.
Good morning.
Hi. This is my last time. I'm done after this. I can't take them hours. I can't take the hours.
Why?
It's so early.
Yeah, I thought of that. I thought, you're not going to do this every time.
Not every
time. I know
time.
you're just going to bail on us.
I am. Totally. I'm having a hot flash.
You're here. You're here now.
Yeah, so, whatever.
I get hot flashes this time of the day every day.
Every day.
That's why
yeah.
genuflected right before we started the show, and John thought that funny. Okay.
Let's hope this gets off the ground this morning.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
We're at Short Stack Eatery,
Oh.
301 West Johnson, downtown
Look how bright
Madison.
it is in the morning here.
Beautiful.
Just
a
right
clear
away.
Sky, 47 degrees, highs in the mid-60s today.
Did you mention the planters are filled on State Street?
No. Are they?
They are filled
They
with
are?
the kind of plants that take pansies that take cold
I
at
see
night.
them across the street.
Right? Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Terrific.
The ones
Wow.
here on this corner don't look like they have any flowers in them.
They have them.
They might.
Oh, you can't see them from where you're at.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have them. They have
I
them.
can
Every
see
single one.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
Passed by a few homeless people on the way here.
Breaks my heart every time.
It does. It
Yep.
does.
Yeah.
Want to help. I want to give them some kind of warmth.
Well, and as a matter of fact, I brought a blanket to some person not too long ago. In like November.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's too
I know.
much to
Brutal
see.
out there.
It's
yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just getting
There's the
going
good
on this.
news.
It's
Sorry.
What a downer.
You
Okay,
said
that's
it.
the way
You
to
started
start
it.
this whole thing.
It's Wednesday, April 10th, and Short Stack Eatery, they are busy here, getting ready to make all the flapjacks.
Smells good already.
Yeah. The hotcakes.
The hotcakes.
The pancakes.
The
Pancakes.
pancakes. You know, again, I think, when there is another lunar eclipse,
Yes.
and they're open at night,
Yes.
they should have an eclipse cake.
Eclipse
A
cake.
pancake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be in the middle?
Eclipse cakes.
So
Well, no, there wouldn't be any middle. It would just be the normal pancakes underneath and a chocolate pancake on top. And you just
nice.
move that chocolate pancake all over or eat it in progression.
Yeah,
I
is
see.
that right?
That would be
With the
nice.
disappearing.
Yeah.
It's when he stops
I'm a
listening.
pancake. I'm a
Starts listening
pancake.
to his own damn music. He's just like a little kid. Just like a little kid interrupting dad with a stupid song.
It wouldn't be a complete day here at Short Stack without listening to the pancakes.
Every
right,
once in
you're
a
right,
while. I
you're
know we
right.
need to kind of,
Remind ourselves.
get in the spirit.
Remind yourselves.
Yeah.
Everyone
Okay.
knows we're at Short
Short
Stack.
Stack.
The Stack.
Every Wednesday.
As Alex calls it.
That's right. So let's get to the National Day
Does she?
calendar. Let's just launch right into it. What do
Do
you
it.
say? Are
Launch
you
it.
ready?
It's
Launch
better
it.
than yesterday
Let's do
when
it.
we didn't launch into it for another like
like
a half
20
hour.
minutes.
It was really long. Hit it.
Is it or is it not National Erase Self-Negativity Day?
Okay, it's not that, but I'm going to make it my day.
You're not supposed to guess
Sorry.
yet,
Okay, sorry.
Catherine, jeez.
Okay, sorry.
National Library Outreach Day. Is it or is it not? Is it National Farm Animals Day?
Yes.
National Cinnamon Crescent Day? National Siblings Day? National Encourage a Young Writers Day? Or National Astronauts and Cosmonauts Day?
You just added
What is
that
it
one.
or is it
It's
not?
It's not.
Astronauts and Cosmonauts
No.
Day.
You are correct,
Yeah,
sir.
of
It
course.
is not. Why would we
You give
have
us
a
the rundown
day?
with the day, and that's not on it. That's a,
I know. I
that's a
haven't figured out
giveaway.
how to do that because I don't put it together. It's
Just go
put
online
together-
and
Okay.
just put it in there.
just sneak it in there.
Yeah, just sneak it
after
out.
you put. Okay.
No, everything, yeah.
I think you put Cinnamon Crescent Day there because it's cinnamon croissant, and you wanted a reason to play the French guy again.
Croissant.
That's it.
Yeah.
How do
we
you
could
say
do that?
croissant?
No, I didn't mean for you to do it. I just
Well,
meant that's why you put it on
it's
the
just
damn
an
list.
option,
No,
you know.
he does not say croissant.
Well.
So
I don't
how
know.
do you say
Ugh.
croissant in
Unbelievable.
French with the typical French pronunciation?
It
Is
just happens
croissant,
automatically. I can't even stop it anymore.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Well, essentially, if you are able to pronounce the French R like the French do,
I
just
know.
say
You know, it's like, hey,
croissant.
Google. You know, you say, hey,
Croissant.
Google.
The
what's
T
it?
at the
I
end
know
of
you in the
croissant
car
is
are
definitely
already saying
silent, so do
croissant,
not say
croissant.
croissant.
Try it along with us.
But
Croissant.
rather croissant.
Croissant.
Sans.
Got that?
Croissant.
Croissant. Croissant.
Cinnamon
Not
Cannot
saying
pronounce
that.
French.
Okay.
You guys are terrible at French.
Did you take French in high school?
No, German.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
do I did too.
You did?
Yeah.
Nine.
Speak a little German for us. Come on.
Yeah.
Have a little conversation.
No, there's no way that's going to happen.
Ein, zwei, drei.
I never got one word in German.
Six,
I
seven.
didn't understand it. My teacher spoke German like I was supposed to
Neun.
understand what she was saying.
10.
And
I
that
got
didn't
through 1
work
through
for
10,
me.
and I have not done that in 50 years.
Now, my wife and her brother went over to Germany on a vacation. I mentioned that the other day.
Right.
Her dad brings along a tuba. And
That's right, I heard that.
'Cause why not?
And through immersion, they learn German, and now she can remember. She knows a lot of
She
words
remembers
in
it.
German. Yeah,
Immersion is
some
the
of
way.
the dialogue. Yeah.
My sister's trying to learn French again. She took it in high school, I think. She knows Spanish already because she lived in Spain.
Yeah.
And it
In
works.
Venezuela, it works to be there.
Don't know how.
I don't know. It's immersion. It's a mystery.
Okay, let's get to the national
Oh,
days
sorry.
of the.
Oh,
That's
yes.
okay.
Okay. No,
That's
this is
fine.
fine.
You're
This is
fine.
Back. We're
Let's,
back.
Let's,
We got plenty
let's
of time.
explain some of this stuff.
I
here.
mean, this one is kind of intriguing to me. National Erase Self-Negativity Day.
I
Yeah.
thought you made that up.
No. April 10th means today is National Erase Self-Negativity Day. On the National Day calendar, we are spending the day encouraging everyone to take steps toward erasing the influence negative self-talk has on our lives.
Yes.
Yeah, why do people beat themselves up every day? It's National Erase Self-Negativity Day, so you can't do that today.
No.
It's also a day where we will focus on changing this negative habit,
Charge it up, make it better.
into a time of personal empowerment.
Yeah.
What are you listening
You get
to?
so
This sounds-
distracted so easily
that
by the
is-
music. I can't.
just trying to
You are
pick it
like
out.
a
This
dog
is-
with a squirrel.
I know.
This is Make Your Own Kind of Music by Cass Elliot.
Oh.
Cass Elliot. Self-acceptance personified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Oh,
Your own kind
It's amazing.
of music. Your own kind
Amazing just how bad she was later in her career.
She was
no.
awful.
It's a lovely song.
She was in a group called the Big Three once.
Oh, she was.
And she was part, the big
Of the big
part
Yeah.
of the Big Three.
She was the part.
And they were a folk group, and they were just fantastic. I got to tell you. And then, of
Okay.
course, she joined the Mamas and Papas and
Yeah,
turned
and
into
then
this pop queen.
the rest of the
Yikes.
history. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I had no idea there was so much judgment in the old music. Mamas and Papas, they're like everybody's favorite. Old,
No.
They
not-
had
No.
a very, very dark side,
Oh,
and we don't want to go there.
Yeah.
okay, old
it's
man. I
not-
don't want to
it
hear
wasn't
about it. Don't
good.
burst my bubble.
It wasn't
I'll
good.
tell you later.
Okay.
National Library Outreach Day. Yes, it's National Library Outreach Day,
Where you
formerly
ban a lot of books and
No.
formerly known as National Bookmobile Day.
Oh, I
yes,
love
the bookmobile.
What happened to the bookmobile?
Oh.
Why can't it be
That
Bookmobile
was the
Day?
most
we used to
awesome
run
day.
to the bookmobile
Yes.
as soon as it got there.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Go screaming through it. Yes. I loved the bookmobile.
Pulling books out of other people's hands.
Yes,
It's
yes.
fun, man.
Fighting.
Okay, so we are saluting the dedicated library staff of all the
We
libraries.
have to put up with a lot now.
I heard you
With
say
the book
something this
ban
week,
and
didn't I? Hear you
bad
talk about the
parents.
Dewey Decimal System not being necessary anymore. That's not the
No,
fact.
they have,
We
they
were-
have
Of course
computers.
they have to have
They have
it.
computers
Well, yes,
for
but that doesn't eliminate the Dewey Decimal System.
you
They
don't
still got to
need it.
label the books
Okay.
where they're going to find
Wha-
them.
All right.
Right?
true.
The books still have
Yeah,
the
they-
Dewey
they still
Decimal
have-
on
They
them.
do.
Yeah, they have to have the
Yeah.
It
Yes.
still exists.
Yes. Dewey.
Decimal. They belong together. Okay, National Farm Animals Day. It's National Farm Animals Day. I wonder what the mean farmer has
Oh,
to
you
say
know what he
No,
has
I
to say
don't
about
wanna
that.
hear
You
it.
know.
You don't like the mean farmer, do
I
you?
hate the mean farmer. Sorry, that's a strong
You're
word.
a lot
I
of
just
people
like
that hate
You
him.
love
mean
him or
farmer.
you love to hate him?
I love to hate him.
Okay.
No, I just love him. Hate him.
There you go.
Each year on
Is that-
April 10th,
Is that like the Mickey Mouse Club's version of that?
This is the Wiggles, actually.
Ah, the way
Wiggles.
You don't even know the Wiggles because you didn't raise your kids during the Wiggles. We know the Wiggles, us Gen Xers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
National Farm Animals Day focuses attention on the humane care of farm animals. The day also aims to find homes for abandoned and abused farm animals.
I hear Pam Yankee talking about the care of animals all the time on her show, on her minutes with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the variety of animals has been domesticated and raised on farms for food. They provide eggs, milk, cheese, meat, wool, leather, and other products.
I was going to say farm animal. Let's celebrate hamburgers.
Eat a cheeseburger today. Okay.
I saw a video the other day
Yeah.
of farm animals, cows,
Yes.
being introduced to the pasture for the first time after being indoors all winter long. They let them out, and they just prance
And
around
dance.
the field.
Oh.
It is
Yeah.
just fantastic.
Isn't that it?
I
Yeah.
don't like winter any more than we do. In that way. I mean,
It's National Cinnamon Crescent Day. Okay?
we've already been there.
Croissant.
We've been there.
Croissant.
Don't do it.
I'm sure it's.
Don't.
I'm
Why
sure
did you do that?
Why
didn't
did
do
you
it.
do that?
Pronounce-
French.
Why do you have
just
that at
start.
the ready?
Pronunciation. It is
Because-
Croissant.
You're like a little kid.
Okay.
Knock it off.
But a crescent isn't
okay.
really a croissant, is it?
Well, it's time to fill the home with warmth on National Cinnamon Crescent Day. Each year,
my
this
God.
pastry holiday causes mouth-watering excitement. The crescent-shaped dough is filled with cinnamon and sugar.
That's what I think of.
And okay, we don't care.
But yeah, it's like
Let's move on.
Pillsbury croissant.
Okay.
Hey,
Would
get
you please
this.
stop
we all
baiting
have
him?
we all have siblings. It's National Siblings Day.
Aw.
Yeah.
There you go.
So reach out to
You've
your
got
siblings.
twins.
You got twin brothers.
Twin brothers, yeah.
And a
I
sister.
didn't know that either,
Yeah.
and you learned that this week.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
didn't know that all
yeah.
these years.
Yeah.
That's, that
Runs
must,
in the family.
Is that provoke jealous? I am jealous of my siblings because they're both older than me, and they're a little closer.
Yeah.
Then, well, I don't know if that's true, but I get jealous of them sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you get jealous of your twins? I mean,
No.
my goodness,
No,
no.
no.
'Cause they must be super close.
But it occurred to me during Christmas when we had our little Christmas argument.
yes.
Yeah.
It occurred to me that maybe I am the oldest one and they respect me more. And
think
I
so?
thought, that can't be true. I hope they don't.
What?
I hope they
course
treat
they
me as
do.
an equal.
Oh no, they respect
It is 6:19. John and Gordy with Catherine Lake at Short Stack Eatery, downtown Madison,
getting some
Wisconsin.
coffee. I'm getting
I
some
almost
coffee,
said South Bend.
Some
Hey,
coffee.
we're going to talk bananas coming up.
Oh, yes.
I'd kill for a cup of coffee.
All right.
now.
I'm on it. You need to get the cup, buddy. You gotta buy the cup.
Buy the cup. Did you know she's been buying us coffee every week?
No.
Yeah, it's not just free for us because we're here. I thought, well, that's nice.
I
They
thought
get
had
free
cups over
coffee.
there. You pick a cup, you know.
I don't know how much she pays.
I thought,
She
geez,
charges it to the
I
company.
thought, where do they get these awful-looking cups, you know? All right, here we go. All right, we're going to get into
We're coming
the
up,
banana
right?
splits, right?
By the way,
Bananas,
if we get into climate, I've got Al Gore's climate talk.
Okay, good.
I also have, what do I have? What else do I have? Jeff Daniels.
10 seconds.
We don't have any climates.
Here we go.
I don't like your peaches, they are full of stones. I like bananas because they have no bones. Don't give me tomatoes, can't stand ice cream cones. I like bananas because they have no bones. No matter where I go,
Okay.
with Susie, May, or Anna, I want the world
But they have
to know
spiders inside
I must
them.
have
They don't have
Peels, don't they?
spiders.
Yeah, tropical spiders. I think they're inside the peels.
No
You
kidding.
really have to be very, very careful when you open a banana.
I've never heard that.
I just made it up.
Okay. We were talking about National Siblings Day.
Yes.
So
Yes.
siblings, they are our best friends or our
Well,
worst
thank you.
enemies. Oh, look who made
Oh,
coffee.
wow, look at that's a soup bowl full of coffee.
What is this? I don't know if I can manage this. It takes two hands for this.
No, really, you can't just bring
I
it up
don't-
to your lips.
My wrist isn't that strong.
You gotta drink it with a spoon, Gordy.
Wow.
What? I can't.
Yeah.
Look at
It's
this.
like
It's
soup.
huge,
It
man.
takes two hands.
It's like taking a bucket up. You know, it's like,
Yeah, would
Thank
you
you.
rather have gotten a pitcher of coffee?
I guess. I don't know.
Are we on the
Dude.
air?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay.
Talking about National Siblings Day.
Oh,
We all
that's
have
right.
siblings. They are
Yes.
either our best friends or our worst enemies.
But we were talking about
So
bananas
lucky.
and
And
the
bananas.
spiders that live inside the peels.
What?
Once you open that
Yeah.
up, the spiders just pour right out.
Shush. Don't ruin bananas.
He's-
I've already ruined strawberries for
He's
myself. I did that
completely
test.
making that
Oh,
up, Catherine.
but you've done the strawberry test, right?
No, what's the strawberry
What's
test?
that? What are you
my
talking about?
God.
What?
You haven't?
What? No.
Oh, somebody
Is there something
knows.
we should know?
Help. What's the phone number here again? Tell them. Somebody.
608-879-8255.
I guarantee you somebody's going to go, I know what she's talking about.
The strawberry test.
The strawberry spider thing.
What?
Yeah, wait for it.
Oh.
Wait for
Okay,
it.
well,
There's somebody
you can
smarter
text
than
us from the Civic Media app. You can text us very easily,
Yep.
or you can just give us a call very easily just by hitting
Putting the spiders
hitting
in,
the button.
putting the
Spiders.
strawberries into like salt water or something. I don't
And the
remember.
spiders come crawling out.
Oh my God!
What?
You're not going to want to
I'm
know.
never
this.
eating a strawberry again.
Well, then of course, when next time you crunch a
They're
strawberry,
hidden
you're
in
like,
there.
whoa,
You never
they
know.
are crunchy.
okay.
It's not just the seeds.
Ugh. Oh,
Somebody
man.
knows. Somebody knows.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that doesn't.
Okay.
I think I recently heard that. It's like a new rumor,
It's
isn't it?
real. It's
All right.
real.
Really, you've tried it?
Somebody please help me out here.
Okay.
I'd
I'm
still
like-
eat
All right, we're
strawberries.
reaching out to-
Like,
I don't think
if
you're
there
telling
are
us the
bugs in
truth.
it, oh well, I guess. As
Yeah.
long as they're not going to kill me.
I'm
As long
gonna have
as
to
they're
look it up.
nutritional.
Okay.
Somebody's going to help me out, but I'm going to look it
Yeah,
up in the
Google
meanwhile.
it.
Yeah. I'm,
It's also National Encourage a Young Writer Day.
Are we off the bananas already?
No, we're getting to the bananas.
Oh.
Sam has information about the bananas, whereas we crack open the history books, right, Sam?
Yep. Are we
Okay.
doing that now, or
What-
are you talking about
yes.
Young Writer Day?
Oh, did you have something for that? Okay,
No?
never
Did
mind.
you?
I don't know. I think
We
it's
can
kind of a
encourage young
So
writers.
bananas.
I think it's kind of
Bananas.
self-explanatory. But
The reason we were playing I Like Bananas because they have no bones. Today, in 1633, was the first time bananas were sold in England.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah.
Because it was special.
There's an important thing. They wrote that
They're
date
so
down.
special. in
Apparently,
England.
like,
They, yeah.
I mean,
What?
just some exotic fruit shows up, and you're like, wow, this thing is pretty neat. You probably would have never guessed that 400 years later, they'd be
Yeah.
everywhere. They'd just be a commonplace food.
Yeah.
So what is this saying about the banana shortage and the possibility that bananas will become extinct very, very soon?
Well,
What? What are you talking about?
no,
Climate change?
well, no, actually.
They don't have seeds, I
Sam
guess.
has an
Yes.
answer.
They don't have seeds.
They don't have
So
seeds.
They reproduce by like shoots from other trees, and so
Okay.
if a parasite attacks like one species of banana, then it will eventually take them all down if it can get to all of the places that it grows. So years and years ago, the main like cultivar of bananas that they grew and sold, the Gros Michel, actually got taken down by a parasite, and what we eat nowadays, it's called the Cavendish banana.
What?
And it's
Yeah.
different than what they used to grow.
So we don't really get the better bananas anymore. We just get the
Right,
Cavendishes.
right.
I will say, I'm not going to name names, but there's a big box store that has bananas, and then there's grocery stores that have bananas. Invariably, the big box bananas, not as good as the grocery store.
Oh.
They
Okay.
go fat.
Yeah,
they go bad before they go yellow.
Right.
They're green and they go bad.
I don't know. I haven't noticed that, but I have noticed when I accidentally buy organic bananas
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I don't like them.
Oh, what the heck? Isn't that weird?
No
Yes.
kidding.
What is it?
Like
Is it
they taste different?
They taste different. They have thicker skin, and for some reason they just don't ripen. Evenly.
Like same. What I'm talking about. The big box bananas. Same deal.
Yeah.
We get
We're also,
anything on
not,
the?
we're also not handling bananas right. We should be either hanging them,
Yes.
or something like that, or
So
keep,
they don't spoil.
Keep a piece of plastic over the end.
Right.
I didn't
I've
know
heard
this
that
until
too.
I'm
Yeah.
59 years old. I had to wait 59 years to learn this.
Well, now you know.
Thanks.
You
the
learn
rest
something
of the
new
story.
every day.
Did you find anything on the strawberry spider thing?
Yeah, it's
What's
real.
the deal?
It's real. And
Well-
the good news is you can wash your spiders in salt water, and a lot of them will crawl out.
Wash
but
your-
if you just wash your strawberries with water to remove
Yeah.
the bugs, by the time you eat them, you'll only have ingested the tiny ones you wouldn't even notice.
Okay.
They're in there
That is
They're
just
in
not
there.
good.
So you should wash your strawberries
with a little bit of salt water.
Salt.
How
You
comforting.
wait.
How
You
comforting
want.
to
You
know.
just
Do
put
they
a little.
all have spiders? Is that what
I
you're
think,
telling?
Oh man.
Yeah, just take a look.
That can't be
Try the
right.
salt water bath.
Hmm.
Try the salt water bath. You will see these little tiny guys come out.
Well, there's this fruit market right outside of Sauk City. It's on the east side of the bridge.
Okay.
It's this giant place where they have
Oh, yeah.
plants all year.
Right on the river.
I was there a couple of days ago.
I've been there, a number of times.
Because there are some trailers in the back that are part of our census. Anyway, I was there, and I went into this fruit market, and they had just stacks and stacks of strawberries, and the most gorgeous-looking strawberries I'd ever seen. Perfect, no mold,
not
no
over
nothing,
large,
just perfect. They're just perfect.
Yep.
She has the best location ever.
Yeah.
Right at the bridge there.
Yeah.
People
do you know who she is? Peggy, right?
Yeah. Have you ever talked to her?
Yeah, I talked to her.
Hey now.
She's very friendly.
Plenty of
No,
parking?
she's
Plenty
fun.
of parking so people can
There's
gather?
plenty. There's enough parking.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
You can park by the trailers. a lot of them are leaving.
Once again.
Sam, do you have anything else for today's day in history? It seems like there was some momentous thing that happened. Let's at least get to that one.
Today, well, I don't know what the momentous thing is, but let's run through the list quick. There's one that might be more significant in a couple of days, but is a related event today.
Are you talking about the Titanic?
Yes. Today in
Thanks for
1912,
spilling the beans.
The Titanic.
This is the day.
They set the Titanic set sail on her maiden voyage.
Yeah.
Today,
1912. Yeah. Okay.
112 years ago.
Very good.
Okay, so John, you gotta tell
I can
me.
do math. Yeah.
Yes. John, you can tell me, you do the movie reviews. Did you like Titanic?
I loved Titanic.
I did too.
Yeah, me too.
I brought my parents. They were just blown away.
But some people hate the movie.
Yeah, I know.
The whole romantic end of it.
Well,
They
that wasn't the best. Rose.
Yeah.
Okay, say Rose one more time. One more time. Say Rose.
Rose?
He said that all the time. Leo DiCaprio said her name 1,000 times in that movie. 1,000 times.
There
That
was
got a little irritating.
there was another movie, Titanic, many years ago. And they used to have like a Sunday night movie on TV, and all the family
Oh,
would get
yeah.
around the TV and watch these movies. And the Titanic was on, and I don't think I've ever been that traumatized.
Your entire life.
I was very young and traumatized by it.
My.
It depicts the
It
whole
was.
thing.
It was.
Sad.
I just didn't imagine anything like that happening.
And that wasn't
I
even
think
high tech.
that's like where the fear of water came in for
Oh,
me.
sure. That would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. And that's the other thing people don't love about
This
the
is
movie.
the reason why no one likes the movie.
629, John and Gordy with Catherine Lake. We are at Short Stack Eatery. Come on down, have some pancakes. We're coming back with the Trump-Biden drug test for debates.
Oh, no. You got cut off.
No, I didn't.
You did.
It was,
got it
it was
in.
out
Totally
in
got
time.
I'm totally baiting you.
Okay, should I do my farmer's daughter?
We have the mean farmer
falsetto
here?
again.
Yeah,
What?
yes, by all means.
Oh, we don't have the mean
Oh,
farmer
that's
listed here, do we not?
Yeah, we
You,
do.
did you hear the?
Where is it?
Did you hear me singing?
I did. I heard it.
Oh, you
In
did?
segment
I thought
two.
you almost hit it. Like
Oh,
you said
there it
the
is.
First time, and the second time you kind of did.
Yeah, the second time I did.
You kind of did it.
Yeah, I kind of did.
What are you talking about?
When he harmonized with the mean farmer.
No, remember Beach Boys song? Okay. Yeah. Farmer's daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not with the mean farmer.
The mean farmer's daughter.
Yes, the mean farmer's daughter.
Does the farmer's market start this weekend
Yes, it does.
in Madison?
does.
What was your? What was the comment really?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
it was
is
about
it?
mean farmer because it was so bad, and you weren't laughing either. And I just was like, "Oh my god, it's going on forever," and he sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
It was not
Yeah,
fun.
and not everyone is.
They're
great.
not all good
Well, then why would you play them
because,
to irritate me?
Pretty much.
well,
Is it working?
Now you know.
You have to ask.
It's our little secret. Was anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
wonder if I
We're a
could-
break behind now.
Speaking of
I
Pam,
kind of
Yonke,
like another. I feel like I'm going to have an accident with this cup.
We're gonna have to get a different cup.
Yeah. I'll go.
Oh, so it is an actual cup. It's not a
it's a
cereal
soup bowl.
It's a
Oh,
soup
it
bowl.
is.
That's
Here,
a
can
damn
you see
soup
it?
bowl.
No, I can't.
can't.
The
by all
camera's
means,
not on.
drape it over the keyboard.
Yeah. Shall I start Cam a second?
If you want.
No. Well, you want to see what happens?
we spill it all over everything. Hang on.
Here it is.
Shut the...
That is like the biggest
Okay.
damn cup you're... Look, this is my hand. There's the cup. I can't even cover
Well, just
it.
don't fill it up that full.
You're showing Sam or the listeners who are paying attention during the break? Are they able to hear us now?
Like
Still?
two
they
people
can.
that are watching.
Oh, wow. Hi.
We're one of them.
Yeah. And we're one of
Sam's
them.
the other.
It's just like a little purple tornado.
It is a purple tornado. If you really want another cup, I will go get you another cup.
Would you?
You're such a
please?
brat.
Well, I have a feeling I'm gonna knock this thing over. It's gonna go flying.
That's a lot of coffee to knock over, by the way. Not good.
Thank you.
Not good. Not good. Okay, now that she's away, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk about
because
it.
and then when she comes back, start laughing, and then shut up.
Yeah, that's right. That sounds good.
So, over Could not find. Okay. Never mind.
That's great. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Did you hear me say Katrina's mad at you?
Really?
Yeah.
Because you didn't like her cup.
Well,
She gave you a special cup.
Roll her eyes big.
but this one's got a message on it from my mom.
Oh, love me? Is that it?
Love you,
Oh, love you,
Mom.
Okay.
I'm so jazzed. I found the mouse.
Oh, good.
Hadn't missed the mouse for like a week. I looked
makes
everywhere.
so much sense
it's in
it's in the box.
roadcaster bag. Of course. Why would I put it there?
Is that the red bag that you were
No,
falling
it's
through? The roadcaster bag?
No, it's the other bag.
All right, I guess we're going to have cuts.
Okay, what are we doing?
27 and
What's the mean farmer about today? Did you
He wants to be
preview it?
he wants to be a fireman when he
told
grows
you.
up.
Oh yeah, fireman. All right.
well, let's hope it's a good
Let's
one this
talk
time.
about the people
27,
that we've
okay.
invited down today.
50
John
seconds.
Erpenbach, John Urban, Vicky McKenna. We've invited all these people.
Yeah.
to show up. No, nobody's
We're buying.
taking it up.
They hate us.
We'll buy them.
They hate us. I much prefer the self-deprecating shows opposed to the ones who
Yeah.
are so full of themselves,
Yeah.
saying it's the greatest show ever. I like the self-deprecating version.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, there's Jorge, right?
Yeah, Jorge's coming in to do a winner.
20
Oh, yeah.
seconds.
Another winner.
Oh, okay.
He's coming.
Fresh
All right.
saute and grill.
You're just going to stare at him until he sees you?
Yeah, he's trying to ignore us.
10 seconds.
He waved at us.
Yes. He likes you, Gordy.
We get along great.
Well, he's
He's hilarious, actually.
He is.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's House of Excuses. The next time you need a good excuse for being late to work or forgetting your spouse's birthday, just call the House of Excuses. We guarantee that we'll come up with a good excuse for you on the spot. Our guarantee is simple. If we don't come up with a good excuse for you, we promise to give you a good excuse for not coming up with one.
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. Broadcasting from the capital city, Madison, about 3 blocks away from the capital at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And Ed is quite the entrepreneur, isn't he?
He sure is. He's got his hands in everything. Yep.
He knows. Oh, you know.
He does.
He
yeah.
knows.
Hey, look who's here. Jorge
Good
is here.
morning.
Hey,
Morning.
bud.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How
Just
are you
walked
guys?
in. We threw
too
the
bad.
headphones on you and
Pretty
sat you
much
down.
just
With
here
no
to talk.
preparation at all. What are we going to talk about, Jorge?
Well, we have the ongoing student survey going on that
Yes.
students in
Yes.
the Madison area can
Yep.
take, and everyone who enters gets entered to win a gift card for this here
Short Stack?
eatery.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
And we have another winner today, so I just wanted to stop by and announce them.
Should we guess a name or?
Let's start with.
take a while.
I'll give you the first
No.
letter. Starts with a J. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
So
Jorge, I think.
yeah.
Jorge's got a
No, today's
stack
winner
there.
was we drew the name this morning. It is a senior from UW named Jennifer. So
okay.
we will be emailing her later today. And then last week's we actually just emailed her because we were running a little late on the thing, but it's Danny. I think I announced her
Yes,
last
Danny.
time.
Exactly. You
And
mentioned that.
we're giving them the option to come in here and pick up the gift card here. So if they pick that, I'll let you guys know.
You shouldn't say that she's a senior. It's not so bad being so old. It's
Not that kind of
They should
senior.
know.
not that kind.
Jeez.
Oh,
Okay. I mean, I don't know. We didn't
Maybe
check
she-
Well,
ages.
that could
Though.
be.
It could be.
Could be a
You never
senior
know.
in college.
A senior.
Yes.
So people can still enter this.
Yes, it's all through April. So
Okay.
every Wednesday
Oh,
in
great.
April, and the main goal is we want to get to know what the students' habits are in consuming media, because we are in media,
right.
And
And what we could do better.
well, yeah, and clearly things have changed and evolved over the last 10, 15, 20 years.
Certainly
in terms
have.
of media consumption. A lot of them do not. I hate to say it, but they don't list radio as the one other
Right.
medium.
Social
But-
media now,
exactly. A lot, but
That's
we
what
are
it's
on
all
those
about.
too. So
Yep.
we want to make sure we understand where they're at and what they do, and we can serve them that
I
way.
could honestly say I think we're headphone friendly.
There you go. Exactly. We're audio content.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
and how we can new platforms coming up, because that's always
yes.
always a thing, and we've talked about it before. So
Yep. All right.
So if people want to enter, they can still do that. And how do they do that?
civicmedia.us/student-survey.
Okay. Easy.
Easy
to
enough.
do.
And the winner's
enough.
name again was
Jennifer,
All right.
senior at
Jennifer.
UW.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
Jorge.
so much. Yeah. And
Thank
Last
you.
name is Juniper. Juniper.
Old
Now,
Donovan
you're
song.
confusing the listeners.
No.
We do that every morning. Jorge.
that's
That's kind of what we do.
It's what happens when you drink all that coffee so early. You're like,
It
Yes.
is. It is.
Oh.
Look at this.
I'm,
Excellent
I'm still
coffee.
catching up to you guys.
It's
Okay.
a purple tornado coffee cup here.
We'll hang out
Caffeine.
for a while and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I will. I'm actually riding next door as usual.
Oh, you
So,
are?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So 7 a.m.
How long does that ride go?
45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Of sweating
On the
and-
spinning
on
machine?
on a bike that
On the
goes
bike.
nowhere fast.
Well, that's fun. That is fun.
It's pretty
Well,
fun.
thanks for stopping by, Jorge.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll talk to you again soon. All right.
Try the elliptical sometime, and they're wonderful.
We'll all
Good
work
enough.
out together.
All
Yeah.
right, well, let's get to the mean farmer.
Yeah, the Mean Farmer's ready to go here.
Wants a different career, perhaps.
Really?
Thinking about a different occupation.
A different career path.
Let's
All
see
right.
what happens.
Okay.
All right. Let's,
Here's the
let's
Mean
listen
Farmer.
to the mean farmer quick.
Hi, this is the Mean Farmer, and this week on the Mean Farmer Show, when I grow up, I want to be a fireman. I want to be a fireman. Used to always say that when I was a kid. I want to be a fireman, Daddy. Caused a lot of problems around the house, though. My father, you see, he served 3 separate prison terms for arson, and he didn't like that kind of talk. No, he wasn't no slime ball who did it for insurance money. He was an artist. He just truly loved fires and smoked hams.
That's how
But I was a rebel. I wanted to be a fireman. Maybe it was because of the neat rubberized clothing. I like the noises that stuff make. The boots, the pants, the big rubbery jacket. When you walk down the hall, it's kind of... Can't sneak up on nobody. Maybe it's because of the siren and the big long fire hose. Maybe I want to be a fireman because you get to run into a stranger's house swinging an axe and nobody arrests you. Maybe I want to be a fireman because you can drive the truck real fast and run all the stop signs and red lights you want. Yeah, mean farmer speed, and you know how fast I drive. Oh, you know how fast I drive. Whew. 15 mile per hour is pretty scary, don't you think? Maybe I want to be a fireman so I can give a little something back in service to my community, selflessly risking my life to protect my fellow citizens' lives and property. No way, Jose. I just do it because I love it. I mean, it's a real adventure being a volunteer fireman. Like last week when Mrs. Clutchpuddle called in because her cat, Poofy, was up in a tree in her front yard. Well, the siren went off uptown. Everybody dropped what they was doing. In my case, it dropped a 200-pound bag of children-flavored chewable atrazine right on Mr. Plunk at the feed store. We all rushed to the station, put on the rubbery clothing, jumped on the fire truck, and responded to Mrs. Clutchpuddle's call. I know it was an easy, routine situation to handle, but still satisfying to us firemen. Didn't even need the telescopic sight either. I mean, it wasn't a very tall tree. Look at that cat bounce. Woo! Next week on the Mean Farmer Show, scavenger bird watching. Oh, I wonder what that crow found on the highway.
Somebody wake Catherine up, please.
Sorry, I'm back.
She doesn't care.
Not a fan.
All right.
Not a fan
I
of the
get
meat
that.
farm.
No, I understand that. I get it. Okay.
I think you not only understand and get it, you like it. That I'm not a big fan. You like playing it just for that reason.
All right. Well,
whatever.
Just for you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, everybody was very impressed with Joe Biden's energy level at the State of the Union.
Yeah.
Sure.
They called him Jack Joe, right?
Yeah. He was fired up.
He was really fired up. But was he on drugs?
No.
Was he on drugs?
Where are you getting this story?
Why?
Well, Donald
would you
Trump
say
says
that?
he
of
might
course.
have been, and this
you-
is cut 27. Let's check out what Trump has to say.
I think what happened is, that white stuff that they happened to find, which happened to be cocaine in the White House. I don't know. I think something's going on there, because I watched his State of the Union, and he was all jacked up at the beginning. By the end, he was fading fast. There's something going on there. I want to debate, and I think debates with him, at least, should be drug tested. I want to.
Mr. President, are you suggesting President Biden's using cocaine?
I don't know what he's using, but that was not. Hey, he was higher than a kite. And by the way, it was the worst. It was the worst address I've ever seen. State of the Nation.
Address.
I'll tell you, State of the Union.
Brilliant.
That's
He's
not
reading that.
State of the Union, because he doesn't represent us properly. That I can tell you. But he's obviously being helped some way, because most of the time he looks like he's falling asleep, and all of a sudden he walked up there and did a poor job. But he was all jacked up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That should be libel. That
it
should be
should.
libel.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just making it up.
Was
the
it
whole thing.
all fair in love and politics? Is
Just
that what's
throwing out,
Just
garbage.
anything at
It's
this
just,
point. Yeah.
He's flailing. Yeah. Flailing and
that
failing.
sounds like his campaign, basically. Boy.
Yeah.
I got
You
nothing.
know,
I got
It
nothing.
never ends. That's the problem.
It doesn't, and
Yeah.
it just keeps going on, and because there is absolutely no agenda whatsoever that he's running on, except he's got everybody else doing his agenda for him.
Yeah.
So when he becomes president, he just asks them to come in, work for me, and then they do their thing. But here's the other thing: the border. The border is, of course, it's a tragic experience for everybody. It's not really the big problem that they're saying it is, but get this. Texas National Guardsmen tasked to preventing migrants from crossing the border are now helping people get across the border and taking money from them
Oh my God.
and escorting them into the country. So
Really?
the entrepreneurial spirit is alive
Alive
and
and
well.
well
taking-
in the U.S.
Making a few extra
with
bucks.
these National Guardsmen. Yes.
Wow.
Now they're
Okay.
arresting
That's
these.
true.
They're arresting the National Guardsmen
Oh my God.
for doing this
Isn't
kind
that
of stuff.
something? Wow.
So just one thing after the next, right?
That's
You know,
incredible.
I wish I could travel in time. I would really
Yeah.
like to travel back to see if it was really as nutty a world as it is now in the 60s. I mean, that was a tumultuous time.
Mm-hmm.
Civil rights, humongous turmoil.
Yeah.
But this feels worse. This feels worse. This feels globally threatening.
It does. It does. Oh, well.
When you travel back to like 1968, remember, everything happened. I mean, it all seemed to come to a head
Right.
with the National Democratic Convention in Chicago.
Right.
My sister went to that with her then boyfriend, future husband, and when the riots began at Grant Park, they were on the edge of that, and they said,
Time to
we're getting out of here.
Really?
And that was, but they witnessed all of that. And that was just part of the 1960s. I mean, that was just one picture
element,
of
yeah.
of course, Bobby Kennedy died, Martin Luther King died, both by gunfire. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was just it was all 1968, and it feels very similar to that today,
Yeah, it
to
does.
me anyway.
That volatile and,
It's just-
and
yes.
frightening.
Just
Yeah, more good times.
Well,
I know.
You
John and Gordy.
kind of blame the Supreme Court, of course, for letting Texas handle the border by themselves as a state instead of as a federal government,
Yeah.
which is their responsibility. Instead, the Supreme Court just, gave Texas the okay. Yeah, keep going. Do whatever you want. And then we have this kind of corruption that takes place if the federal government is not involved.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, let's cue up something. I just thought of this. The Daily Show had a little bit on this. Cut 48, Sam. Check this out. We can relate the eclipse to the border crossing.
What? Wait a minute.
Wow.
Somehow.
Connect the dots there for
Yes.
me.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, John Stewart's going to connect the dots
Okay.
for us. So let's check this out.
But not everyone was happy about today's celestial seasonings. For danger lurks!
A Fox News alert, a rare celestial event collides with a policy failure on the ground. The southern border will be directly in the path of totality today when the moon covers the sun for nearly 4 minutes.
We are told that officials are bracing for higher traffic than usual, and that means a real opportunity for smugglers and cartels and migrants to come right in.
Or they could just wait till nighttime. They really... They don't have the eclipse.
4 minutes. That's pretty good.
4 minutes. I gotta say though, is there nothing Fox can't tie to immigration? This year's cicada infestation provides perfect cover for Venezuelans. Of course, if you combine the dangers of today's eclipse with Friday's seismic activity in the Northeast, well, a more troubling picture emerges.
Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted that the earthquake and Monday's solar eclipse are a sign from God that Americans need to repent.
How do you know? How would you know that that is what God meant? Why would God be so obtuse? Why would he do that? Or she, why would she? Or how crazy would it be if God insisted on they, them? But honestly, is this really how God works? I must let man know to repent their wickedness. How, Lord? I don't know, dim the lights for like 4 minutes. A very specific path. And God, what else? Give New Jersey a little shake, maybe. Enough to render the buildings to rubble and to bring people to their knees in repentance and atonement? No, just a little like Jersey. Just a little noogie, like, oh, Jersey.
There's a TikTok that shows a guy in New Jersey having a quake and the guy just freaking out, and then a guy in California being quaked to like 8 and going, hey, do you want to go for sushi tonight? You know?
That was a surreal moment for me.
Was it?
I mean, they were talking about, people's reactions to the earthquake on the East Coast, and I'm thinking, really? 4.5?
You got nothing.
That's ridiculous.
You got nothing. Look for tornadoes.
6:49, John and Gordy with Catherine Lake at Short Stack Eatery. Continuing.
Oh, what a great song.
Now what?
Let's see.
It's
Can't imagine Trump losing. Hovde?
Yeah.
Hovde hugging kids?
Yeah.
Is that the good one?
Yep, that's it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hovde.
Oh, hugging children now.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Excellent.
I got a whole bunch of Hovdes here.
Instead of kissing babies and shaking hands, he's kissing hands and shaking babies.
My husband and I would joke about Bailey and getting a baby and being, new to it. And we determined that I would be the baby shaker and he'd be the baby baker. He would be the one to leave the baby in the car, and I'd be the one to get angry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so it is dark.
Really?
It's dark.
Dark conversation.
You're welcome, everybody on Facebook listening. There you go.
Wow.
Well,
neither of us did
You
either
should
one.
mention that he's a comedian as well.
Yes, he's a comedian.
5 seconds.
That adds a little context.
Does he still do stand?
There must be some kind of way out of here. Say the joker to the thief.
Yep, the rock and roll songwriter Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix
Jimi
style.
Hendrix owns that song.
Yeah. You made it.
Mad Radio,
special.
WMDX, 92.7 FM at 1580 AM.
You know, Katrina's not talking to anymore, Gordy. You notice that? She walked right by without looking at you.
I know.
She
She's
smiled
really
at John,
mad
but
that
yeah.
I had to change
that cup
coffee
thing
cups.
is just, she didn't even bother looking at
I know.
me over
I
here.
know.
So, like,
I'm
you
sorry.
know,
By association.
my cup.
Nice work.
Should I go back to the old cup?
That
Is there a way to go
help.
back now?
No.
See if you
Too
can
late?
take it back. Take it back.
See what happens.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Who are you waving?
Man.
Hi, kids.
Hey,
Who are these
you
guys?
over there.
Come on over here.
God,
Come on
yeah,
over here.
No, don't do
Don't
that.
wave
They
them
look like
in.
they
Come
look
on
like your gang members.
They're not gang members.
No, he just gave us the heart sign.
Oh, the heart
Okay.
sign.
Love you too.
These guys gave us heart signs.
Really?
All right, that's
5 or
wild.
6 guys
That's-
just
you know,
walking down the
That's
street.
the kind of group. Those are the kind of gangs we have in Madison.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
lovely,
friendly.
lovely.
Very friendly guys.
Wearing
you know.
matching jogging outfits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they take extra pleasure in beating people up.
Nice.
Okay.
Extra pleasure in peace.
We are continuing from Short Stack Eatery here, 301 West Johnson. We're here for, another hour or so. If you'd like to stop by and say hello, we'd love to see you. John and Gordy, along with Catherine Lake, and we're going to talk about Eric Hovde.
Eric Hovde, the stand-up comedian.
What's the latest?
Running for
Yeah.
Senate against Tammy Baldwin.
Did he really
Right.
do stand-up? He did stand-up?
No.
Oh.
But he's kind of
I'm going
funny.
to give him credit.
You know,
He's got a funny mustache.
keep
you
saying-
know.
You're right. There it is.
He keeps saying funny things, and we
He
just don't
does.
know why.
Yeah.
Badger Stu wrote this on Twitter X about Eric Hovde's shameless picture of him with his grandchild Nugget. That's what he
Nugget?
calls his grandchild, Nugget.
Cute nickname.
Really holding babies now. That's what it's all about. Anyway, this is the comment that they wrote on Twitter X. If Republicans get their way, little Nugget will be living in a dystopian America on a dying planet.
Okay, that's actually currently the story.
That
and
really is. That's really it.
That's not what's going to happen if.
But they
Biden-
also, Badger Stu also wrote this. No Constitution. Now, this is their agenda. This is the MAGA agenda if Trump becomes president.
Okay.
No Constitution.
Right.
Because it'll be
Yeah,
a
why?
Christian nationalist nation at that
course,
point.
yep.
No health care because they want to repeal the ACA.
Right.
You can't afford it.
Obamacare.
Yeah.
Hell with you.
Put them in the high-risk pools.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible idea, and everybody will pay more in their premiums if that happens.
Yes.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I'm digressing.
Okay.
No Social Security.
No.
Right. Oh, great.
Well, no one should have it. No,
Save
people
money.
Yeah.
should not have to retire. You know,
Right.
I mean, they're going to do
No.
us a favor. You
Keep
can't
working.
retire.
No.
You love
Keep
your job
working.
too much.
Exactly.
Keeps you active.
And
Get on
then-
over there to Walmart.
And then the book burnings. You got to love the book burnings. We're going to have those
yeah.
everywhere.
We've got to
Why
clean
not?
up.
And it's
Yeah.
national what?
What?
Hug a
National
librarian
Library?
today?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. And endless school shootings. They're never going to take care of that
No.
because, well, you got to change people one at a time. You
One
gotta
at a time.
Get to them individually and say,
After
that
they've
is
done
not
something.
the
Yeah.
thing to do.
No, don't do that again.
All right. So you got to teach them individually.
Mm-hmm.
A permanent wealth gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Trump has already promised another tax cuts for the wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, of course, not very much spending for anybody else, public programs.
It's widely understood that everybody in the country knows that a large part of the problem with the economy right now is due to corporate greed. Everybody
Yeah.
agrees. Both sides agree on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Trump would be helping with that.
And then, of course, religious fascism.
Yeah, there's that.
Which
Looming on the
something-
If I
horizon.
hear that this is a Christian nation one more time,
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing here was way back, maybe 40, 50 years ago, they were thinking about dominionist communities. And dominionism is, having control over the environment, over the earth. And dominionism also is controlled by the Bible, So they would develop cities and communities based on the Bible, which preempts anything in the Constitution and any, law. Basically,
Yeah.
you live by the laws of the Bible, and you can't be controlled by anybody else because you have freedom of religion in this country. So that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to create their own communities, their own cities, their own government based on the Bible, so they could preempt the Constitution.
Right.
And it's always been like that. And now they're really getting down on creating a Christian nationalist society. And we're seeing this all over with abortion, basically, is the start of it. They're really going after that now in vitro fertilization as well. And Arizona, of course, going back to what I can't remember. This is the crazy thing now. The Supreme Court in Arizona basically said that they're going to go back to, 1864 or something that, the abortion law. Mm-hmm. The question I have for that is, this was some kind of law or rule that they put in place in Arizona 20 years before it became a state. Now, I'm wondering how a law or rule becomes law or rule when it's not even a state yet. And when you do become a state, don't these laws and rules mean nothing? You've suddenly created a government, and you're going to create new rules and regulations, and you don't use all the stuff that you created before that, right?
Yeah.
Why would an old law before statehood, 20 years before statehood,
be a good model?
Mean anything?
Yeah.
Why would it be included again?
It's ridiculous.
I don't get that.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Of course, we wanted to go back to 1849 for the abortion law here in our state.
Yeah.
Before voting rights for women.
For women, 60 years before women could even vote. It's crazy.
So they didn't really have any input in creating these abortion laws, and that's one of the main reasons why it's crazy, insane. And what the Supreme Court did again was divide the country state by state by state easily. How well can they do this? It's I don't understand how the Supreme Court can get away with all of this stuff, and we just sit by. Democrats at one time had talked about expanding the Supreme Court, adding a few more justices to balance this whole thing out. I know it could get out of balance again, but you never know.
Yeah.
At this point, we have to stop this because they are doing anything and everything they want.
It's the long play, John. I've read countless articles.
Yes, the long
It's
play.
the long play. They've been at this for quite a while.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It is 6:58. We continue with our show here from Short Stack Eatery in downtown Madison, 301 West Johnson. And coming up, we've got Marjorie Taylor Greene. She wants to sell some books.
Yeah, no one's sticking around for
Where
that.
do you hear this?
No one's sticking around.
Oh, man. It's crazy.
John and Gordy in the morning.
As we were saying,
Let the sun shine.
it's the John and Gordy Show.
Woo. Wow. All right. I gotta say, coffee helps a little bit.
It does.
A little bit.
I thought I wasn't gonna make it.
It's better. All better.
It's hard to go from hard, heavy abortion.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, there's some guys again.
The arrogant. Come eat.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't invite them
Don't
in.
come-
They look like trouble.
That guy's listening to his phone. Okay.
They know we mentioned them. He is probably listening.
Well, it'd be nice to know. I don't know. Anybody doing any kind of research on, who's listening, when, what, where?
Yes,
Are
constant.
Are they?
Every Monday morning, I have to transfer the numbers from new podcast listeners, new callers. Quantity. Absolutely. On the stream. See you later, Kiefer. He's a regular.
Yeah.
I asked him, would you ever go on the air with us? He goes, you'd have to get past my major anxiety. I said, that's a goal. It's a goal.
He looks like a quiet guy.
Yeah.
But a lot of thought went into that backpack, though, gotta say.
Poaching people off the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Not a single text. There's what?
Visiting from Turkey.
The guys?
Those guys.
How did you know?
I went out and talked
You
to
just
them.
did?
Yeah.
Aren't you a dork?
They didn't want to come in, but
They didn't want to come in.
they're J1 students.
Oh. got to talk about
Yeah.
that.
Huh?
Talk about that. Mention that.
Well,
no, you know.
There's a communication.
No, I meant on the air. Talk to
Yeah,
me.
they're here for 9 months, just visiting. I think maybe taking some classes at UW. But I asked them if they were athletes, and no, we're just checking things out.
How do you know they're J1 students?
They told me. So are you just visiting, or what are you doing?
I talked to a few of those students. I never knew.
The Dells is loaded with them.
I never understood, what they do here, but they're like
They get temporary
apprenticeship programs.
Yes.
They're being trained, and then they go back after that.
The Dells is filled with them because the Dells can't hire people at the rate that they can get J1 students. They offer them housing and some food. They work. They get life experience in America.
Wonder if that's going to be affected.
Well, the Dells depends on J1 students. They have dorms all over the place.
But they're letting foreigners here.
They're letting foreigners, but they get them at they work for cheap.
Yeah.
Quite frankly. I mean, it works out well for everybody.
Oh, and yeah, I know. It's fantastic.
But,
I mean, the nation was built on foreigners.
But during the pandemic, they got stuck here. And then they ran out of money.
Oh. Wow.
And because their jobs dried up.
Yeah.
And a lot of the J1 students couldn't go home during the pandemic.
Wow.
They were out of money. They were out of food. They were looking to pantries to feed the J1 students in the dorms.
I got two little Madison bits to tell you about. Not national news.
What's going on?
From Madison Minutes.
Oh.
We got to go. We
want to get them on the air.
Oh.
Do you? I was going to ask you, and I was going to put it on my computer. I put tabs up, and they're always up, and I could just refresh and get Madison Minutes, the latest version of it.
Right.
I was going to suggest that you do that too.
Okay.
And when you close out of Edge, right? You can actually when you bring it back up, it has all your old tabs.
Works like that in Chrome too.
And I don't think you're doing that. You don't have it set to bring up your old tabs.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Because then you can save all your tabs.
I hate Edge, though. I like Google.
Yeah.
See,
You
I
can do the
switch
same
over to
thing with
Google right over.
Chrome.
Can you do the same thing on
Chrome
Google?
is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, Chrome.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And Chrome will do that
you can
too.
do the same thing
All
with
right.
Chrome.
All right.
Yeah.
So you say when you're closing it, save all tabs or something.
The only reason I use Edge is because it transfers over to my phone.
Really?
All the places I've been to, all my links and passwords are passed along to my phone, back and forth.
Yeah,
it
Chrome
just saves
doesn't do
everything.
that. I don't think.
I don't know. Maybe it does, but I just got tired of Chrome.
2 minutes.
How you doing, Sam? What's new?
2 minutes.
I don't know. Not much.
Not much.
Not much.
Went to bed
Do we have
early
guests
last night.
tomorrow? Do we have a guest tomorrow?
No.
Nobody even wanted to hear your answer.
Sorry.
Just really,
I'm sorry.
just really
I'm just
nervous. I know.
I'm just prepping here a little bit.
A little
Last second.
over-caffeinated.
It's okay. No, it's okay, man. You just take it easy, okay?
That's right.
Don't start with me, Peter. God damn it.
Yeah, I
sorry.
know.
I had just
It's a
about
family
enough.
show, man. It's a family show.
Guys.
Yeah.
A little future broadcaster
Yes,
over
I
there.
know. He looks like you when you were a little kid. Yeah, see?
Yeah, there is a resemblance.
We should go over that. See?
These are good. These are two good stories.
Okay.
Really?
I'm not gonna tell you what they are.
All right.
When do you want to get to them? I've
Whenever
got like a
you want.
lineup of shows.
Well, you
here.
mentioned you sold Marjorie Taylor Greene's books for her, so we're gonna have to.
We'll go with that for a while.
All right.
Well, you
And I'll change
put it at
the
the top.
topic.
You
Oh,
put it at
all
the top,
right.
It must be something.
Well,
important.
she has. This is her book. She
Yeah.
wrote this.
Okay. Well, good.
And she's hawking her book.
What's wrong with that? She can do that. It's a free country.
No, she can't.
She can't?
Not
Why
if I
can't-
can help it. Actually, I'm going to hawk her book. Because we're going to talk about it, and that gives her free publicity and blah,
30
blah,
seconds.
blah.
Maybe she'll come on the show.
Oh, there you go. Listen.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, should we be mentioning Stephanie Miller come to the Barrymore at all?
Yeah.
Should we be dropping that in?
It's
Do you have the
sold-
date? May
11th? Sure.
10 seconds.
You
If
know,
it comes up,
it'd be a good idea if we did that.
get some tickets.
Good idea to do that. Because then if things change,
Yeah.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
Do you know what this means?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
You're pretty high and far out, aren't you? What kind of kick are you on, son?
No good bastard. Your show sucks.
What made me think this was a good day to stop drinking? Buddy, do you want coffee?
Coffee. Coffee.
Black coffee.
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 They warned us about people like you!
What a load of crap.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? We'll do it live.
And that's the way it is.
Only on Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. Take it away, boys.
Culmination of all our past shows.
Oh my God. When did you make that? That is hilarious.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Tip of the hat to Sam on that one.
Nice.
It's John and Gordy and Catherine Lake live at Short Stack Eatery, 301 West Johnson, downtown Madison. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, it is.
Sunshine today.
Fantastic day today.
Highs in the mid-60s. It's going to be great.
It's
right
too
now,
much caffeine in
48
my cup.
degrees.
Yes, there is.
Really?
You got a
What the
big,
hell happened
I
here?
gave you a big cup.
Are you
Whoa.
getting a
And
little
it's high
shaky
test.
now?
The purple tornado.
It's high test. Good luck with
Yeah.
that.
Oh, man.
You
Here,
are
I'm
kind
gonna
of
take
shaking.
another-
Hold your hand out there. Has it got this thing going on?
I have the shakes from my senior year.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Senior year.
All right.
All right, here we go. Hey,
What do you got?
We ready?
I just one more thing about Hovde, okay, before we go away on this.
Okay.
Hovde, the average citizen, this is per ProPublica, okay? They wrote this. Hovde Group LLC received $1,018,500 in PPI loan forgiveness.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, they had $1 million loan forgiven. Okay, during the the COVID thing.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
COVID thing.
Plus
All right.
another $1 million for the Savvy Bank that had also forgiven another Hovde loan. So $2 million forgiven loans for Hovde. And he's complaining about, all the handouts that are going out to normal, everyday working class citizens out there living paycheck to paycheck. I tell you, man, these guys, absolutely no...
Guile.
They're shameless.
Yep. Shameless. Yep. Cross it off. Move on.
I just can't handle
Let it go.
Just can't handle it.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, you shouldn't.
Hey, look, I got to hawk some books here.
What do you
for
mean?
Marjorie
Your
Taylor.
book? You've written a book? Oh.
No. Marjorie Taylor Greene has, and she's having a hard time selling them.
Oh, you're going to help her out.
Even the even the signed ones, she's having a difficult time. She released a video from the back seat of her truck with a box of books
No,
she's signing and
not
selling. No, to large crowds, she says.
Ew.
Besides breaking the seatbelt law, because she's not wearing her seatbelt,
no.
which a lot of people commented on. Like a true MAGA, you don't wear your seatbelt. You're going through the windshield, folks. She again claims censorship because some bookstores, they have a reputation to hold, and
Were
they're
they
not going to
banning
have
her
Marjorie
books?
Taylor Greene
Were
there.
they burning her books?
Hey, there you go. If they at least did that, then she'd have a reason to complain. But of course, they're doing that anyway at our libraries all across the land, at least in school libraries. But anyway, this is Marjorie Taylor Greene, Cut 50. Sam, take it away.
He was ready.
Pathetic people in the media. You pathetic Democrats all over the country. You haven't canceled it at all. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting here driving in the car for hours and hours signing books. You want to know why I'm signing books? Because I'm selling books. I'm selling them. And this is the book that the left does not want you to read. Because you want to know something? Why? It's my words. They can't change the words in this book. These are my words.
She's not wrong.
They can lie to you on television about what my words are, but they can't lie about the words in this book. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to cancel my book signing events, and they're lying about me nationally, and it's pathetic and it's disgusting, and I'm so sick and tired of it. But I have to thank every single person that is coming to my events, and they are coming in large numbers.
She sounds just like Donald Trump.
She's something. Isn't that so? Oh, she's such a victim.
Yeah.
A few Twitter Xers wrote this. They did a little research on their own. Marjorie Taylor Greene's books is currently 87,018 on Amazon. So
that's the ranking there?
That's the ranking.
Okay.
There. And that means it might have sold at least one book last week.
At least.
It's on Kindle Unlimited right now for free.
Of course.
You can read her book free, and still no one wants it. And in members-only Medium, I believe that's for writers, medium.com, they report that Greene's book was a massive flop.
Okay.
So just a few people chiming in, and again, she is not doing well with her book. And, a lot of right-wing authors don't normally do very well.
Hauling books around in their trucks.
I wonder if she's been on Fox News in the morning, or hawking the book, or you got to get out there and push it a little bit. You got to make the rounds.
That's right.
She can't sell it out of the back of her pickup truck. That's not going to happen.
The media, of course, plays back exactly what she says. Videos.
Yes.
Which I guess they're lying about. How does the media lie about playing her videos back?
Yeah.
But now, at least, what she says is in a book that you can read and highlight.
Okay, I'm done with her.
Okay.
So done with her.
All right.
Can I tell you something about Madison?
Yes.
Madison Minutes is a wonderful
yes,
newsletter.
please.
Newsletter
Madison
and
Minutes.
website. Madison
Yes.
Minutes. Look for them if you're interested in what's going on
Yes,
around town.
what's going on?
Well, it's new tree season, which is really amazing. They're planting some 1,300 trees this spring. And I've noticed in Madison. I've noticed it on the highways, new trees. And I think, did they do that on purpose? Or they just all, of course they're doing it on purpose. The people are putting in trees all over the place.
I remember the last time they did this. They put in those beautiful ash trees. And that was just before the ash borers entered the scene.
And they had to take them all out.
Yes.
Oh, man. No, they're not going to do that this time. They've learned, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that's this month.
All right.
And get this.
Yes.
This is my daughter. She's going to know this. A new video game lounge is going to open on State Street right down here.
Video game lounge.
A video game lounge.
I had not heard of it either. It is a new spot dubbed The Guild at 668 State. And it's going to be equipped with dozens of gaming computers, modern consoles like PlayStation and Xbox, and retro consoles like Atari.
Oh,
And they're adding arcade games like Pac-Man to the mix.
Oh, fantastic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Gaming bars are having a moment in Madison.
yeah, I noticed this
You did?
around the Midwest. There are some of these. And I was visiting my son this past summer in South Bend. They had a huge gaming bar.
Right.
Yeah.
So the games are free.
Right.
And then you pay for your drinks.
But you're bringing people together
Yes.
again. You're not
Yes.
gaming from your home with your
Right.
buddies like your boys probably do, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They play, but they meet them.
It's a
and
great
they go
idea.
to their
Well, they do.
weddings and stuff. You
Right.
said.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they get together.
They get together.
They fly in
Yes.
to a certain destination and get together and talk and play games.
So this
Board
gaming lounge
games.
is downtown here?
This one is going to be downtown. There are gaming bars all over the place, countless golf simulators, arcade bars, coffee shops with board games, which I love.
I don't know where I heard it. I don't know if it was Pete Schwab or not, but apparently people are really into the pinball games as well.
Oh, yeah. Where did I see? They have a new pinball place around. Oh,
do
See,
they?
of course
Yeah.
you did. You saw it. I don't doubt it.
No.
I had no idea this was happening in Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a great
all
idea.
happening. And they were talking about the fact that if you go to somebody's house and they have a pinball machine, you are just, everybody
That's it.
just,
Here we go.
You constantly have people coming over to your house playing pinball.
Playing pinball. Yeah. Oh, they're fun. Yeah. It's a throwback to our childhood.
Yes.
That's,
yes.
They're just endless fun.
I think the game that I was hearing about was like Wizard of Oz. And
A game called Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it's a pinball game.
A pinball machine game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the flappers
Yeah.
are the red slippers.
They're flippers.
The red slippers.
That's cute. That's cute.
Isn't that cool?
They're like what?
Red
Slippers.
slippers.
Oh, red
That
slippers.
was Jane's favorite pinball game, Jane Matinaire.
Oh.
That's it. Maybe that's where I heard it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a call going back to the Marjorie Taylor Greene's book if you want to take it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well,
Sure.
Okay, let's take that call.
All right. Good morning.
Yeah, isn't it kind of funny? I find it kind of weird. Republicans are all about banning books, and then all of a sudden, But I got a tip for her. Maybe she'd sell more if she sold the crayons with the coloring book.
Good one.
You're right. Good
All right.
point. Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. That's
Wouldn't
a
that be
good
great?
tip. That's a good tip.
A Marjorie Taylor Greene coloring book.
Yes.
Geared to the kids. You know, they really love the kids, and they want to protect them.
You need a lot of orange.
Oh, God.
It's good stuff. Thank you for that call.
I thought this was interesting. Do you have something else? Did you?
No,
want,
I'm
did you
done.
want to
I'm
get to?
done. I'm looking at
Okay.
texts.
Because
Okay.
All right.
Not my text, your text.
Okay. Thank you. Uganda has entered the picture. This headline, wonderful. Supreme Court ruling cited as Uganda upholds anti-gay death penalty.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
So they
Anti-gay
cited
death
the
penalty.
U.S. Supreme Court in
Well,
their decision to
you're
keep
kidding.
their anti-gay death penalty in place.
Oh, my.
So what a nice thing to know. You know, I mean, this is our Supreme Court. We should be
That's
very,
the
very
influence
proud.
they have around the world.
Absolutely.
now.
It's just crazy stuff, right?
That's nuts.
All right.
Okay.
What else you got in that little stack of yours?
Look at this. Look at this stack.
Yes.
I am building up this stack for the
Friday.
dumpster fire.
On
Here we
Friday.
are, short stack, and your stack keeps getting larger and larger.
How does that happen? It just keeps getting larger
I
and
know.
larger.
It's amazing.
You can't stop.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get into Cut 51.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about billionaire fundraisers. Now, I'm bringing this up because we had a referendum about not having billionaire dollars pouring into our election machines. You know, the polling places. We want to keep our polling places
Open.
funded.
Funded.
And the Republicans don't want to fund them. But so we've got a referendum now. The people didn't know what they were checkmarking on the ballot, apparently, and they approved it. And now we can't have outside money coming in to help fund our elections. They're not asking people to vote for Democrats. They're not doing anything of the sort. They're just providing information and supplies to these polling places.
Yep.
And they're blaming dark money and the billionaire liberals from coming into our market. Well, they don't really realize that billionaires are pouring money into politics. And I just want to play this cut. Cut 51. This is an example of what's happening with the Republican mega party.
We actually don't have enough time for this cover.
I was going to just
We're
say
out
that
in
I think
like
we're
40
butting
seconds,
up.
John.
Yeah.
But that's
So 40
okay.
seconds. Well, you know, it was a great build-up.
They'll
Forget
stick
it.
around. They'll stick around. That's right.
Well, yeah, but we can always, get to that.
We'll get to it in just a moment. If you'd like to chime in, we'd love to get your calls and texts. 608-879-8255. Back with more of John and Gordy live from Short Stack Eatery.
Oh, yes.
What's over there?
John, you need to be watching the chat because that's the. You are
chat?
the only. Yeah, you are the only one who can.
Oh, yeah, there
You
it
can
is.
see
The chat.
that.
the messages that I'm sending to you.
Not
Right.
enough time. Okay. Is that what you wrote?
That's what
You're
Sam
the
wrote.
producer, John. His
Oh, I
name
thought
is
that's just
Sam.
from somebody
I was
else.
trying to, you're in the zone. I get
am
it.
in the
I'm
zone.
like,
Okay, well, let me
we
just
don't
get
have time.
out of the zone.
Here's what's happening, Catherine. There's a young gentleman right over to my right.
Yes.
Who's like maybe 10, 12 years
Saw
old.
him walk in.
Just staring at me.
Aw.
And he's like amazed at the process going on.
You sure we have to go over there and talk to him?
Well, I want to.
Bring him over.
Well,
I'll go get him.
No.
You guys are like dating. You're not. It's not a date. I can go talk
20
to him.
seconds.
go ahead.
I dare you.
See if you can get him over.
Dating. What are you talking about?
He's with his dad.
All right.
They're waiting for their pancakes.
I got
10 seconds.
Okay, here we go. The dark money. Yes.
Okay. Get down.
Get it. Time to wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I'm back!
Yeah.
I'm back! Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing.
Yeah.
Dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing.
Hey.
Dance to you better. Get up off of that thing.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You got to like that, huh? That'll get you up in the morning.
Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX.
Yes.
We are live from Short Stack Eatery. John and Gordy, Catherine Lake is with us, and we have a special guest who's just joined us.
We do. Stop by and had a couple of short
Get
cakes.
right up on that microphone there, young man. What's your name?
I'm Zenon.
Zenon? Great name. Great
Thank
name.
you.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Zenon?
Right here in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah?
All right.
And what did you order for breakfast here from Short Stack?
The
What do you
classic, the short stack chocolate chip pancakes.
Have
Can't
you
get
been-
any better than that.
Have you been here before?
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah? You live nearby here?
Yeah, about a mile away.
Excellent.
All right. What grade are you in?
8th.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
I noticed you and your dad. Is that your dad over there?
Yes.
Okay, and you guys came in here and ordered up, and you were looking over here, so we thought we'd just invite you to come down and sit with us for a while.
We're almost afraid to ask, but do you listen?
No, I've never
Okay,
listened to
there
the
you
station.
go.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Would you like to get into radio someday, maybe?
Yeah, I've always had an interest in public broadcasting. I run the morning announcements at my education place.
No kidding. That's fantastic. Yeah.
So you do the morning announcements every day?
Yep.
And- yeah. Give us a typical announcement that you might have.
What's a hot topic?
Yeah, we might audition
At
you.
your
You know,
school.
who knows?
At your school.
Yeah.
I'll let you know what clubs are going on.
Oh, okay.
National holidays that, for
Wow.
example, like National Waffle Day or Turtle Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know
You
what?
know-
Maybe you could replace Gordy's morning
Yeah, I'm ready
feature.
to retire, so
That's right.
maybe because I do a lot of that.
Yeah, he
kind
does
of
that
thing on our
first thing.
show.
On our
Yeah.
show, we go through all of the national days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Do you go to the national calendar online?
I do.
The National
yes.
Day calendar?
Yeah.
There
Isn't
you
that
go.
something? Yeah.
Give us the weather report this morning.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's a high of 67, 47% humidity, and a UV index of 5 out of 11, with a sunrise at 6:23 a.m. and a sunset at 7:34.
That's
All right.
perfect. Zenon,
I'm leaving.
not only could you do radio, you might be a TV weather person someday. What would you think about that?
Don't do
That'd
that.
be amazing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I say don't do it because look at him. All right.
I was a TV weatherman
Yeah, he was a
before I
TV
got
weatherman.
into, yeah, for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people say. Wow.
And he played a rodent.
That's a whole nother story. I had Groundhog Day?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the movie, by the way?
Of course.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
So he took off on the groundhog by being a rodent
Oh,
who predicted the weather.
wonderful.
Yes.
Again, that's perfect. Zenon, so how old are you?
I am 14.
14. Great.
I've got a 14-year-old daughter I want to introduce you to.
Yeah.
Just dating.
Well, Zenon, thank you for joining us. I think your pancakes are just... What did you order?
Short stack of chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh, man. You're going to enjoy those.
Definitely.
So, when you get on the mic at the school, aren't you a little nervous? You might,
I was definitely nervous the first time, but
Yeah.
you get comfortable.
Do you
It's
have a
only
partner?
800 kids.
Do you have a partner?
No, it's all me.
Oh,
Excellent.
okay. Well, fantastic.
Well, listen,
What a
we'd like to get your
responsibility.
name and address and have you fill out an application. And perhaps you could be working at Civic Media and be our junior reporter or something.
I'd love to.
Would you?
Yes, that'd
Let's
be great.
figure something out. We got a T-shirt for you over here.
Oh,
okay?
oh wow, that looks
It's
beautiful.
big.
Thank you so much.
And Dad, thanks for letting us talk to Zenon.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Yeah. This is really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It's been a pleasure.
very good, Zenon.
Great name. I like the name.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How do you spell that?
Zenon.
Zenon. Does
Yeah.
that mean? Is that a family name?
Yes, it is. My great uncle, and it means of the gods or relating to Zeus in ancient Greek.
Isn't
Wow.
that something? Zenon, you've been a terrific guest.
Thank you so much.
I'm
You've been
very
terrific
impressed.
hosts.
Well, thank you.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
We appreciate it. We're going to let you get back to Dad over there and have your. I see your breakfast is sitting at the table there, so we don't want to let that get cold. Zenon, thank you very much. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
All right. You have something else to add, John?
Well, no, that's it. But,
all right.
you know,
Yeah, just put the headphones down.
I feel like our jobs are threatened at this point.
He's going to be taking over here next week, live from Short Stack
That's right.
Eatery.
That's right. Okay. Let's get to the story I built.
Okay.
I talked about it for 5 minutes and I never got to the story.
Okay, what was it again? I forgot.
I don't know anymore. Actually, no. It's billionaires putting money into the MAGA fund. Okay,
Yes.
They're the ones influencing what's going on in politics.
Yes.
Anybody, please.
The
Anyway, this is a
billionaires.
young guy on Twitter X who posted this, and I think it's very interesting. Check this out. Okay.
Okay.
Tonight, Donald Trump is holding a billionaire fundraiser because he's broke and desperate to pay his legal fees. So we did some digging into who is going to this event, and just look at this. This guy, John Catsimatidis, he compared taxes on the wealthy to Hitler killing Jews. And his businesses have been forced to pay millions of dollars for screwing over workers. This is another Trump donor at this event, Robert Mercer. He opposes the Civil Rights Act of 1964, calling it a major mistake. This guy, another billionaire, John Paulson, he wants to cut your Social Security. So he's funding Trump's campaign, and he wants to take away your retirement. This is Pepe Fonhol. He refused to fire his assistant, who was married to 2 KKK leaders, funding Trump's campaign. This person, Jamie McCourt, she pocketed over $10 million in stock shares before the public was made aware of COVID's severity. All while Trump was downplaying the virus. Remember that? This is Trump donor Jeffrey Yass. He has so far avoided $1 billion in taxes, and he wants to privatize your Social Security. Trump wants to give him a tax break. This is Trump donor Harold Hamm. He is an oil baron. He has said that scientists that are researching climate change are going to cost him a lot of money. Of course, Trump wants to give him everything that he wants at the expense of our planet. This is Wilbur Ross. He made his fortune laying off American workers and using bankruptcy to take away retirees' health benefits. Oh, and by the way, he served in Trump's cabinet. He was our commerce secretary. This is Trump donor Mike Hodges. He has openly bragged about how his donations to Trump helped him fend off regulations so that he could screw over working Americans and get rich. And there's a lot of other scammers, racists, and extremists that I could list. But the point is, Donald Trump is desperate. He is being badly outraised by Joe Biden. So these are his billionaire besties that he's turning to for help. And if you think that he won't be beholden to them in a second term, you are gravely mistaken. We have to get out and vote in November. The stakes are too high to sit this out.
All right, that's a good point. Very good point.
What a list of billionaires.
And bad people.
Bad people.
Really bad people. Now, they always say, well, George Soros is doing this and that. Check out the number of people that are doing other things and supporting Donald Trump at this point. So it's like a list of criminals.
It really is. Who all have jobs and influence if, God help us, Donald Trump gets a second term.
We have the Uihleins here, and we also have Diane Hendricks.
Right.
Billionaires, Menard, it's just people that own Quick Trip, even though I love Quick Trip.
Love Quick Trip.
I know people hate me for saying that, but I do like Quick Trip.
They're awesome. There's no reason not to
do
love
a good
them.
job.
They do.
Hire a lot of people.
You can get 6 donuts for about $4. I'm good with that.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Oh, gosh. John and Gordy and Catherine Lake at Short Stack Eatery coming up. Oh, Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy. He is back on it.
No.
We'll tell you about it. Coming up.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
John Gordy in the morning. Have them loud or something.
As we were
Jesus, like speakers.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
Okay.
Zen.
I got this. Yeah, isn't
Great.
it? Right?
Great.
We got to clip that. Make that a promo or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Good interview.
Yes.
I have this cut. Maddow featured this story about Wisconsin.
Oh, she's going to be brilliant. I can't wait to hear it.
Great stuff.
Oh, good.
And it's a great comment from a politician here in the state.
Yeah.
It's about allowing 14 and 15-year-olds to work without permission from their parents and stuff like that,
That way they have influence on them earlier. Brilliant.
It's almost hard to even imagine proposing something like that. But anyway, that's going to be good. But her comment is just priceless. Absolutely priceless.
More than myself.
Our studios are two lower states. We're just a block. Right above Colorado State.
He's welcome to follow me up if they want.
What, take him up there?
We'll write you a note. Gordy, tell him we'll write his teacher a note.
We'll write his teacher a note.
Yeah, that'll sway.
But I know he's got obligations to read the morning announcement.
Yes, got to get there.
He does. He's got to be there.
He's got to be there.
What was it? What's Hamilton Middle? Okay. What's your name? Pleasure. Yeah, let's connect and keep in touch. We'd love to have him on the air again. Give him a tour. Okay.
He is clearly special. I walked up to him and said, "Hi, I'm Catherine." He goes, "Hello."
I know, I saw that.
He was right there. Right there. You know, eye contact.
He's got to be our junior reporter.
Yes.
They come up with a special report.
Yes.
Yeah, they want to take a tour of the station. Yeah.
Sometime. Yeah.
They should.
Yeah, he's got to go to school. He's got to be there at 8 o'clock to read the morning announcements, so he can't do it this morning. He's already got obligations in broadcasting.
He should broadcast the unrest in the
middle school.
In middle schools, yeah.
Hamilton Middle School. Did you get their contact information, perhaps, Catherine? Or we'll get it after the show. She's in the zone. She doesn't even hear me.
Well, if they need to be at
Catherine?
school at if they need to be at school at 8, then you might want to grab it now.
If he has to be at school at 8, they're still eating.
Yeah.
Can you get their contact information, or do you have it, or can you get it at some point? Because Rob,
she can't hear you.
Okay. When
She
you get a
doesn't have
moment.
the headphones
When you get a
on.
moment.
Oh, I need to be on the air or something?
No, we got a couple of minutes.
No, just listen to what Gordy's saying.
You got to listen to what Gordy's saying.
Just saying, get their contact info if you could.
6A. Oh, here it is. Okay.
What are we doing now?
Got this. We
Mike
got
Lindell, cut 28.
no,
No?
No.
RNC? Not yet?
not yet.
What do you got first?
Yeah, that'll be the second story. Okay,
Okay.
Sam.
Okay. What's the first
Before
one?
that, it's cut 52.
And
It's
then,
at-
okay.
It's 7C basically.
And what's Maddow? Is that the child labor bill thing, or is that
Yes.
something different?
Yeah, it's a child labor bill that was vetoed.
Okay.
Twenty seconds.
We're not in drought anymore, right? We're not in drought
No, I
at
don't
all.
think so. I don't think so. We might be headed there
5
though,
seconds.
but no.
Here we go. 5 seconds.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Liquid Lawyer, the product to turn to when your liquid plumber overcharges you.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, say stuff one more time, will you?
Mad Radio WMDX 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. Broadcasting from Madison. John and Gordy and Catherine Lake down at the Short Stack Eatery.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a fantastic story here. Wisconsin mentioned on Rachel Maddow's program.
Oh, no way.
Okay.
That's right. Yep. She comes in once a week. And
Mondays.
She mentioned Wisconsin. And I love it.
Good.
I love it.
Wow.
And that is because Governor Evers vetoed a child labor bill. The Republicans actually had the balls to actually propose something like this and send it to the governor to sign. It is jaw-dropping, and it is unbelievable. If you just want to know where these people are coming from, seriously, 14 and 15-year-old kids don't need a parent's permission to work.
What?
That would make me
What do you mean they don't?
furious.
Yeah, I mean, the kids can go out and work at 14 and 15 years old now and not get a parent's permission. That was part of this bill that Governor Evers vetoed. All right?
Okay.
I mean, that's just setting up the scene here, and it's just, I get fiery angry
You think?
when I even
You?
think about it. It just blows my mind. Okay. And by the way,
Blood pressure cuff. Blood pressure cuff.
And these are the same people, by the way, that are saying that they're going to protect our kids.
Yeah.
And that there are parents' rights groups, right?
Yeah.
Oh, parents have these rights. Parents have control.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't. The Republicans just tried to take control away. Can you imagine a 14 to 15-year-old having trouble in school?
Yeah.
The parents are trying to get them to concentrate, attend school, and then all of a sudden they say, well, you know what? I don't have to listen to you. I'm just going to work.
Yeah.
This is insanity, okay?
This is what the Republicans proposed.
Yes.
Evers vetoed it.
And it was vetoed, okay. So Rachel Maddow had to cover this story, and it was a fantastic story. Listen to this.
Okay.
Mentioned a few minutes ago, contrasting politics that we're seeing between Republicans and Democrats on child labor, of all things, because apparently we're living in a Dickens novel, whether or not you want to be. We now really do have Republican governors all over the country repealing child labor laws, repealing laws designed to protect kids from dangerous kinds of work. And the repeals generally start with Republican legislatures, like, say, the one in Wisconsin, where Republicans recently voted to do away with work permits and parental permission for 14-year-old kids. However, in Wisconsin, after the Republican legislature did that, their bill went not to a Republican governor to get signed. Their bill went to a Democratic governor, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers. And today, Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers vetoed that bill, saying, quote, asking more kids to work is not a serious plan or solution to address our statewide workforce issues. Or as one Democratic state assemblywoman in Wisconsin put it, quote, the answer to Wisconsin's worker shortage is not shorter workers.
Well said.
I did not make that up. She actually said that. She's the one who wins.
That was a great comment, wasn't it?
Really good.
Just fantastic. Just
Rachel Maddow. I love her very much. Only once a week now?
She's the best. Yeah, only on Mondays.
Only on Mondays.
MSNBC.
That's a weird choice.
She's kind of in charge of the programming there for all the other news anchors.
That's right.
And when there's a big story, she's always
right
the
there.
anchor. Yeah. So
I cut the cord, so I don't watch
Really?
MSNBC anymore.
What
Yeah.
you cut the cord.
I did, and
Why?
on cable because
Oh,
I was. You know why?
After the big
Stream-
games, you've had it with TV, right?
Yes, it's that. No, it's really it was hurting my heart listening too much to Donald Trump and the pandemic. It was still connected, but after that, it was just ow, I can't take it
So
anymore.
listening to this program is very painful.
Very painful.
Got it.
Very painful. No, it just got to be too much. It was just too much. It was doom scrolling.
Well, what we're
Well,
going
I
to do
re-
is we're going to have happy
Okay.
stories from now on in this program,
Jeez,
right?
is that asking too much?
Yes.
Yeah, it is, really.
There aren't any stories like that. Sorry
it's a
about
sad
that.
state
maybe
of
this
affairs.
is-
Start your
hey,
heart
maybe,
up again.
maybe this is a funny story.
Okay, good.
Okay, the chair of the RNC,
Oh, that sounds hilarious.
Lara Trump, is selling and hawking
Mike
items
Lindell.
from Mike Lindell.
The pillow guy, the
Yes.
My Pillow guy. Why would she do this? Money, right?
wait,
It's all
start
about the
over?
money.
Who's doing it?
I mean, just why not,
The,
right?
the chair of the RNC,
Really?
Lara Trump,
Really?
Trump, whatever her name is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lara.
Lara.
She's
Lara.
hawking Lindell's
Yes.
stuff.
Well, let's hear it.
Then you got to have money.
Let's
you
check
know.
it out.
Okay. All right.
Got the audio right here.
It looks like 28 is not this cut. At least it's not labeled like that, John.
You and your labeling. What is going on?
I
and
know.
how are we in 28? We were in 600 something
Yeah,
yesterday.
No, we
but-
re-
but-
re-
is
we
there
reset.
logic?
We did a reset.
Here's the thing.
You're killing me.
No, here's the thing.
Okay.
I also have a description next to the number.
Okay.
So,
So find. Yeah, you don't even remember that. Yeah, you're not helping yourself at all.
it's RNC chair selling pillows and towels.
Okay.
Search for
Something
the
like
word
that.
pillows.
I mean, just look for the subject matter for the RNC selling
RNC.
stuff.
Selling.
I don't
Sam's
know.
tearing his hair out.
He
right
really
now.
knows
just
he's
like,
gonna
I'm
kill
doing-
you.
I'm digging a really big hole to try and find this right now.
Okay. All right.
Well, let's come back to this if we can.
We can
move
yeah.
on.
Yeah, we can move on to something else. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of
maybe we can get
things.
Zenon back over here and talk to us a little bit of time.
Well, I got another story.
Okay.
Let's talk about RFK Jr.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
let's fact check that guy on CNN after defending insurrectionists and then denying it and then going back on that. And now let's all this stuff. Let's go to track 29.
And it's RFK?
Yes.
Junior.
Right.
Given the fact that Kennedy, who I should note 13% of Americans right now say they would like to be the next commander-in-chief, is pushing these lies, we wanted to take a moment tonight to set the record straight. In his second attempt at a cleanup in as many days, and in response to a CNN request for comment, he's already retracting part of his claim that those same reasonable people tell him protesters carried no weapons. The truth is, folks like Guy Reffitt are serving time for bringing a gun onto Capitol grounds that day, or because court documents show that Christopher Alberts was arrested carrying a loaded pistol and 25 rounds of ammunition. There's also Mark Ibrahim, an off-duty agent for the DEA who was charged with bringing his service weapon on Capitol grounds. That's all before you get to the guy who was arrested with a pistol and a rifle, who showed up too late for the riot, but had talked about killing Nancy Pelosi. Or the man who parked a truck with 11 homemade bombs, a handgun, and a rifle just 2 blocks away from the Capitol. In all, the Justice Department has said 122 people face charges connected with carrying weapons on that day. That includes guns, stun guns, knives, batons, baseball bats, flagpoles, and chemical sprays. RFK Jr.'s statement also claims that none of the rioters had plans to overthrow the government. Even as more than a dozen members of the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys have been convicted of or already pleaded guilty to sedition. And the idea that this is all politically motivated by the Biden administration completely ignores the fact that the prosecutions began almost immediately while Donald Trump was still in office.
Huh.
There you go.
Okay.
Junior really needs to figure out who he is. I don't understand. How did this happen to him?
We did play a track where they interviewed a whole bunch of people, middle of the road people. They don't know who they're going to exactly vote for, and the thing is, they're going to vote for RFK Jr. And then they were asked, well, if he isn't on the ticket, who would you vote for? And they said Trump.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, this is helping sway a lot of people away from Trump.
Humans.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is that RFK Jr., he's changed so much over the, he used to be a part of Air America. He was on Air America in the early years. And I've heard Rachel talking about this, Rachel Maddow, and I heard Stephanie Miller a couple of days ago talking about how much because she used to have him as a guest all the time.
What happened?
Well, good question. Because he was a great environmental lawyer, and he was on. There was a lot of good things that he was fighting for, but something changed. I mean, his emotional or intellectual makeup changed. I don't know.
How did his voice become what it is? Was
well,
it cancer?
that's a Kennedy trait. If you remember, Rose Kennedy had the same thing. JFK's mother and RFK's mother had that same kind of almost like a Katharine Hepburn kind of, there was just something in their voice, vocal cords.
Right.
So that's not, I mean, but it does continue to deteriorate over time. So
it does.
I think he has trouble actually speaking.
It's tough now. It's hard to listen to him now.
Yeah, it's hard to understand him sometimes.
I got used to it back then in the Air America days, but it's tough now. Very difficult.
Something just broke him.
Yeah. Well, I have cut 32, if you can cue that up. This is Adam Kinzinger. He was a Republican. He has denounced the Republican Party at this point. Sounds very liberal at this point. And they always go to him and ask his opinion. And this is his opinion about RFK Jr.
His campaign has been hijacked by MAGA. Maybe not hijacked, maybe voluntarily. And so you're going to start seeing more and more of this kind of Donald Trump conspiracies. And he's either going along with it because that's going to help him raise money and get notoriety, or he truly believes it. Regardless, he's absolutely wrong. And this is a frightening thing.
Well, and it also comes the same week that both campaigns have been worried about him, certainly more so the Biden campaign, But it comes after he said that he believed Biden was a bigger threat to democracy than Donald Trump. And when you're looking at what happened on January 6th and exactly what Donald Trump did or did not do that day, I mean, it just makes those comments seem even richer in hindsight.
The other thing he said is, what is it, like, not a true insurrection or something along that line, not a real insurrection. I looked up the definition of insurrection just before this segment, and it's like a violent uprising against an authority or government. So what part of a violent uprising against an authority or government was not a true insurrection? Was it not violent? Was it not against the government? Like, it's a pretty basic definition. It's absolutely an insurrection. And he's just trying to get these MAGA folks to give him money. They give money to Donald Trump, and they're probably giving some money to him. I mean, his super PAC is being run by Republicans, for God's sakes.
That's right. That's right. And also, we have found out that the campaigner for RFK Jr. admitted that she's doing it to elect Trump. And if we can cue up cut 45 quickly here, I think we have a little bit of time for this.
Yeah.
This has been recently revealed, of course. Everybody knows about it. It hit the fan. So let's check it out. Cut 45, and this is a campaign official for RFK Jr. admitting it to a group of people. Let's check it out.
So right now, the way that I see it, and, things, I guess, will change over time because you do have to only pick one candidate at the end of the day. But the Kennedy voter and the Trump voter, the enemy, our mutual enemy is Biden. Whether you support Bobby or Trump, we all oppose Biden. 270 wins the election. If you don't get to 270, if nobody gets to 270, then Congress picks the president. Right now, we have a majority of Republicans in Congress. So who are they going to pick? Who are they going to pick if it's a Republican Congress? They'll pick Trump. So we're rid of Biden either way. People kept continually telling me, wow, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. So, I'm kind of mulling it around. What should I do with this? What should I do with this? And then I got a call from the campaign. And, they were going to hire me as their New York State director. And I said, okay, I want to take the job, but I'm going to tell you right now that this is part of my messaging. And if I'm allowed to preach that, if I'm allowed to, get that message out there, then I will definitely work for the campaign, but I don't want to be restricted in what I say because I think this is a really winning strategy. And my boss said, well, okay.
All right.
Wow.
So RFK Jr. is well aware of this individual actually doing this for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good foil.
Yep.
It's working.
There you go.
Yeah, and on it goes, and we'll see where it goes from here. But, I'm confused by some of the polling on this. One poll, and polling is just all over the place.
I know, it always is.
And I think we take way too much stock in the polling because it's fluid,
It is.
It's nowhere near settled, right?
Well, ever since Frank Luntz got involved, polling just went downhill.
Is that it?
I think so.
Hey, it is 7:48, and our friend Zenon has something to tell us. Zenon, come on in here right on the microphone.
The John and Gordy Show will be back with leftovers from Short Stack Eatery.
Right. Yeah. Zenon.
All right.
Hope we didn't violate any child labor.
It's actually his first job this summer. He's going to be working at Oakwood, right?
Yeah. Over on Mineral Point, a dietary aid server.
Good for you.
Very nice.
My grandmother was there. So
Oh, of
That's
course
great.
you do.
Yeah.
They're
that'll
gonna
be a
eat
real
you up.
education.
They're gonna eat you up.
They're gonna
That
love
is
it.
So nice.
Oh,
Thank
you
for
bet.
being
Well,
here,
keep
Zenon.
in
Thank
touch.
for being
We
willing.
want to have you take a tour when it's convenient for you.
Very good. Thank you.
All right. Great job. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Take care. All right. Pleasure to meet you as well.
Wow, that is a good kid.
Save that cut, Sam.
Yep.
Will do.
That's a good drop.
Yep.
Right.
Use
Yeah.
that every single Wednesday.
At
Last break.
the last break.
Yep.
Okay,
You see that?
Did he give you one of those?
He gave me one.
Oh my God.
10 seconds.
I did not find that cut either.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I have no idea where that is. All right.
Five
Well,
seconds.
screw it.
Here we go. Time to bring it in for a landing.
Dig this crazy pad. Man, it's a mad pad.
Sure it is.
That's what I have. I have a mad pad.
You do?
I do.
Yeah.
I have a pad in Madison.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is almost a mad pad here.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Short Stack.
Yeah, we're here every
Radio.
Wednesday, yeah.
WMDX and the John and Gordy Show. Catherine Lake, our special guest who keeps us in line and filled with coffee.
Last time.
Filled with
Not
coffee. What do you
coming
mean
back.
last time?
I
Come
can't
on.
take the hours.
Why?
I can't take it.
Once
it's
a
too
week?
early. Yes. It's worse doing it once a week.
Okay, well, now you know how difficult it is. So,
so you know.
Raise, yeah, I know. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what we got all the time.
What do we got for leftovers and tidbits and this, that, and the other?
We got such a stack of papers here. I could just
Stretch
start
time?
a fire.
Is it stretch time?
It's stretch time.
Oh, yeah.
That kid Zenon was adorable.
Wasn't he great?
I have his phone number. I'm going to introduce him to my daughter. I am. I
He's
totally
14
am.
years old.
Yeah, he should be older because boys, of course, are not as mature, but she'll take a younger man.
He's very mature for his age. What a well-spoken young man.
So well spoken.
Yeah. Very
So
polite.
adorable. You're going to hear more from him. I'm going to hang on to him.
A future broadcaster.
Well, you know, I want to bring up Ron Johnson here. Can I do that?
Oh, you're going to bring us down?
I'm going to bring you down.
Again?
Oh,
No,
boy.
actually, this is a fantastic moment. When Ron Johnson gets upset, he stutters.
Well, you really? Are
yeah,
you sure?
Yeah, he does. So
Okay.
you know, it's not
We're
making
gonna do-
fun of a person who stutters, but he gets very flustered.
He gets nervous easy when he's called on the carpet, right?
That's right. And
Yeah.
he was called out on the carpet for, you know, the fake electors.
Yeah, that.
And when there is a show host that keeps him on track, keeps asking the right question over and over and over again, it's very difficult for him to control himself.
We have an example of that?
We do have cut 30. We have cut.
I just was curious where you were going with this.
Well, yeah, where am I going with this? I have a cut.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I have something.
Well, why don't we
can
play
listen-
it sometime?
We can listen to it, okay?
I think we've got some time.
Drop the needle on it.
Why not?
Cut 30? Can we do it?
I know you've said publicly that it's a non-issue what
is.
happened with the slate electors. And I know you've said publicly that it's a non-issue what
It is.
happened with the slate electors and your involvement.
I virtually, you can't, I had no involvement.
Okay.
I received either 3 texts and I sent 2 texts, or the other way around. I mean, my lack of involvement was seconds worth of texting.
But that's still involvement.
But I was texted that something had to be delivered to the vice president. I didn't know what it was, and was there somebody that could help arrange delivery? So then I talked to my chief of staff, and he took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
We found out that the vice president wasn't accepting anything. We said can't deliver anything. That was the end of the story.
If you would've said yes?
You can't call that involvement.
But if you would have said yes, go ahead and deliver it, even though you didn't know what it
didn't
was?
know what would you do if you get a call? If you get a call from the president of the United States lawyer wanting to get something to the vice president,
But you didn't know what
didn't
it
know-
was.
Again,
Wouldn't you want to inquire
you
what
got-
something is to hand to the vice president of the United States during such a critical
I
time?
didn't hand anything to the president. I wasn't involved.
You could hear him tap dancing.
I
You
know.
can hear it, actually.
It's amazing.
He's good at tap dancing.
Was
He's had a lot of
not
practice.
Oh my goodness sakes! And she just kept on it. And you're gonna hand something to the vice president. You don't even know what's on it.
She did a good
yeah,
job.
maybe he did know what was on
Maybe.
it. Just maybe. Hey, I have another little cut from Ron Johnson on student loan forgiveness.
Really?
Anybody want to hear that?
Okay, yeah, let's hear that.
Let's check it. Cut 49.
Get me all
if you could
grumpy.
just cue that. Just
I'm getting
give me a break.
grumpier.
Why?
Oh, I know. All right, let's listen to Ron Johnson again. Cut 49 at student
We don't
loan
have,
forgiveness.
it's a very simple and grotesque example of just trying to buy votes with money. We don't have plundering and mortgaging our children's future. And one thing I would point out to those college kids that I guess the ones that get their student loans forgiven are happy about it, but they need to understand the consequence. I mean, this massive deficit spending, driving up inflation, That's why young people can't afford a home, because housing prices have doubled. This damage has been done, but it's not quite as direct as getting the free money for a fraction, a sliver of the American population.
It's a sliver. It's a sliver.
Sliver?
So complicated.
It's a this loan forgiveness, he just admitted, is just a sliver.
Yeah.
So what did they do? They went out and they essentially gave a Trump tax cut to billionaires and trillionaires and, by the way, big business.
Yeah.
And that added about $3 trillion to our national debt. And he's complaining about paying off the student loan debts.
A fraction.
A fraction, a sliver, as he says. Now, Scott Ross, who's been a guest on the Devils a number of times, we're going to have him as a guest as well.
Yep.
This was his thing when he was at One Wisconsin Now. He was out there constantly talking about student loan problems. And this is a problem that the Republicans have ignored for years, decades. They could have taken care of this if they wanted to. They didn't. It's now out of control, obviously, and now they're blaming the Democrats for trying to take care of these bills. We could get the economy going again if we just allowed them to not have this and carry this kind of debt. They could be buying houses, cars,
debt.
starting families.
Yeah.
They could be doing everything, starting their own businesses, but instead they have to pay off their student debts. So anyway, Scott Ross wrote, Senator Ron Johnson personally extorted about $500 million tax breaks for billionaires Diane Hendricks and Dick and Elizabeth Uihlein as part of a $2 trillion deficit exploding tax cut for corporations and the uber rich. In turn, they gave Johnson $30 to $40 million to reelect him. This has the MAGA's cash cow in hand, and this is what it's all about. Big money is just bought.
Yep.
Our political system.
It is.
And we
Yeah,
can,
it has.
again, thank the Supreme Court for
Thank you.
Citizens United
Thank you,
and
Supreme
allowing
Court.
money as free speech, which is crazy. We print the money. We don't print free speech, right?
Right.
Yes. They hate government so much, but government prints money, and then they call it, oh, that's free speech.
That's free speech.
It's just unbelievable. Free speech, I think, and personally, this is where I'm coming from, free speech is something you say, you do. You can protest, you can talk, but you don't, because you have a lot of money, you don't spend it telling people what you're thinking, because that is paying for things. That's using some kind of physical item. Free speech is you.
Right. Somebody stop him. Set him down.
And we are all out of time for our
already?
free speech here from Short Stack
I had
Eatery.
a half-hour speech.
Forget
already.
it. Shush.
John and Gordy, along with Catherine Lake and our special guest, Zenon. We thank you for joining us from Short Stack. We'll be here next Wednesday from 6 to 8 a.m. We hope you have a beautiful day.
Here comes Stephanie Miller.
All right, she's next.
John and Gordy Show.
As usual, Sam. Well done.